Hey, 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 beautiful heart. What's vibing today? How are you doing? How are you enjoying this energy change? We are now in Leo season. What to all my Leos? All right, you guys. Let's take a peek-see at the energy today. Find balance. As you guys know, these are general readings. These are not personal, even though it can feel that way. So I am reading energy. You decide if it is your reading, where you fit in, or whose energy is what. And if it's not your reading, that's okay. Check out some of my other ones. Or come back again tomorrow, because energy is fluid and it is always changing. So find balance and share the love. And shine. I love it, I love it, I love it. I want to share something real quick with you before I pull the tarot. I have received a new, I call it a bundle because it's more than just a deck, but for anybody who loves the Titanic, what I have here comes in this amazing box. And I love my little message in a bottle, but it's a Titanic tarot deck, and the cards are just gorgeous. The feel of them, the artwork, everything. So I'm just sharing it with you guys. I'm not going to use these today. Like I said, they just came in. I have my own process that I sit with decks and charge them with my energy and things like that. So I will be reading from those this week at some point, maybe by the weekend, whatever. But just wanted to share with you because I'm so excited about these. I think I signed up or bought them like almost a year ago. Maybe not that long. I don't know. Anyways, they were a Kickstarter campaign. So I'm just super excited. They're here. They're finally here. So anyways. All right. Let's get into this. As you can tell, it's very, very early morning here. So, getting the readings out because there has been a flight delay, a 4-hour flight delay. So here I am. Let's get her done. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hold on. I think that one went on the floor. Where did it go? Yep. On the floor, under the chair, by the couch. Oh, look at this, guys. This is making sense. 7 of Cups in reverse, the sun and the moon. Hello. We're starting out with find balance, share the love and shine. And then we have coming out of illusions, confusions, too many choices. And then we have masculine and feminine energy. For those of you who don't know, the sun is a masculine energy and the moon is feminine. This is also representing, the opposites that we deal with, that we do need to bring into balance within us. All right, let's go. Keep going. 2 of Cups. Share the love. There we go. Whoa. 6 of Wands. Death, the Hangman, and Wheel of Fortune. All right, guys. So the energy does feel a bit different. It does feel like there has been a shift. I know it has been pretty intense lately. Really kind of started in Cancer season towards the end of June, ramped up through July. I know July has been, it's been intense, no matter where you find yourself in the timeline. Whether, you know, because things can be intense when things are going really good. Or it can be intense as you're trying to deal with the minutia of life, trying to, you know, get a hold of yourself, finding that balance. This journey, you guys hear me talk about it all the time. I am not one of the master teachers or gurus that sit there and tell you be positive all the time and, you know, that toxic positivity. Not at all. I'm the one that will talk about the shit NATO, but put it in perspective. Take away its power over us or over you so that it's not the default that you've always come from. Because guys, remember, a lot of this is just human habit. Yes, a lot of times it's altered ego and monkey mind trying to hold you back, but not always. And so there are differences. And again, it all depends on where you are in your timeline to see, you know, what is really going on, what's acting out in the background. Is it just pure habit to go to the negative, to see the worst in everything first and kind of complain about it, and then dive deep to find the positivity? That's, yeah, it's a habit that was rooted in altered ego. But again, depending on where you're at and how much work you've done on altered ego, it's not always that. So we've really seen that with this July energy. So now here we are in Leo season. The energy has shifted again. We are under a portal open today. We are preparing for the 8/8 Lionsgate portal, which I always love that portal. But the one that opened today is not, it's a different portal. This is a light portal that has to do with a lot of the cosmic and galactic energy that is sitting on top of us. All right, let's get back to the reading. So I like this because what I'm seeing here is, yes, it talks about the stuff that's still playing out. You are starting to come into a period where you can see a bit clearer now. Sharing the love, coming from a place of more, like I talked about yesterday, for those of you that saw yesterday's reading, was about coming from that place of love, but not the 3D human love that's painful. Learning about the higher love, the 5D love. I teach about the lower heart and the higher heart, the lower mind and the higher mind, the human consciousness heart, the divine consciousness heart. Same for the mind. That's what I'm talking about here. As you work through the human habits, as you realize that a lot of the issues or things that are triggering you, things that are coming up in your daily experience, for the majority of you guys, it's a lot of stuff that you have already dealt with or looked at or you felt you have. And that's when you have to go, okay, well, if I've already worked through this, is this just habit to do this? And this is part of the journey, and you get stronger as you go. But when you come from that higher perspective and really start to not allow yourself to sit in the diaper or freak out or worry as much, take everything in context, guys. Honor where you're at. For some of you, you are far beyond this. And this is just kind of like a little reminder that when things come up, it's going to want to drop your vibration. As your vibration drops, you start aligning vibrationally to the things you have walked away from or healed. That's part of the program. This is where you're exercising your new truths. But all of it, as you progress through this work, there is a light that shines through you, in you, through you, and around you. As that light starts to shine brighter, and it does every time you face yourself, every time you switch from lower energy to higher energy, more light shines through you. That will absolutely trigger people that for many different reasons. But the main thing you want to keep in mind is this is all about vibration and frequency. So with vibration and frequency, as you start to grow and heal on this path, you become an energetic match to what you're vibrating to. How do you vibrate to something? It's your thoughts. It's giving it your attention. Because remember, when you look at something, you're putting your attention on it. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Your energy is a vibration. So if things are coming up, but you're like, oh, okay, I see you, and somebody's acting out and they're triggered because of your new vibration, and they're trying to trigger you because they, for whatever reason, guys, there's no judgment here. But they're not liking or agreeing with what you're doing or saying or what have you. That's for them to work out. Everybody is on their own journey. Many of us are dealing with codependency programming and issues. So that's a lot of times when we'll see this kick up. But you are on this path of balancing the two. I mean, these two, the sun and the moon, yes, they work together. They're symbiotic. They need each other. But if we are more in the masculine energy or more in the feminine energy, we're out of balance. This is all about right now in August and using these portals to come into balance, to come from that side of love more often than the 5 human habits of judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, shame, and gossip, guys. Throwing in that 6th one. Because gossip, when you're talking about other people or what you think is going on, or even if you had an interaction with somebody and you're going and sharing it with somebody else because you're hurt or offended or judging that person, remember, you're only seeing things through your filter, through your experiences. No judgment. And when we choose to gossip about it or take that to somebody else, guess what? You're putting your attention on it. You're focusing on the lower, the 5 human habits. Now you're entrapping someone else with that energy and trying to get them to side with you to feed your ego so you feel better. Now both of you are over there in that energy. You're out of balance and shit will start happening in your life. Why? Because everything is frequency and vibration. Cause and effect. Karma. So anytime you come at life in those 5 human habits, they're gonna act out in your life first. And it'll act up in various different ways. Things will go wrong in your life. Appliances can act up, vehicles can act up, pets can act up. Just be aware and pay attention. Okay, enough on this. Moving right along. This really is all about coming into balance, especially if you have been feeling out of balance. Having your attention more on what you can't see, what could possibly go wrong instead of what could go right. See, guys, that's a human habit we all fall into on this path. Why? Because we don't realize that we've had years and years and years of programming and conditioning to, this human consciousness and Murphy's Law. What could go wrong will go wrong. Has that been happening in your life? That's what you want to get rid of. You are on the verge of a major turnaround. That's what all of this is saying. That, yeah, you are coming out of a time that has been intense. You have not been able to see clearly what to do, what direction to go, or any of that. This is saying, as you find this balance, as you really recognize what ego and pride is, it's that human consciousness. It's designed to keep you stuck and looking for justification and things like that. That's what needs to be transmuted. That's what's holding you back from balancing. It's what's holding you back from the love and from really stepping into all that you can be. For those that feel like you haven't been recognized for your hard work, that you've been overlooked, things like that, pay attention to your internal thoughts. What is your internal dialogue around that? Because that's what needs to shift. Because right here is saying, look, you are about to be recognized. Where you've been overlooked, that is changing. New life is coming into that. And it's the only reason, I don't want to say the only reason, the reason that is happening is because you are changing that inner dialogue. You are changing where your attention goes. Here, go from illusion, too many choices, not sure where to go, how to move, into making a choice and focusing on all that could go right. Here, the sun, the happiness, that masculine energy, allowing yourself to go through this rebirth, allowing the parts of you that you no longer resonate with, that you want to change, allowing that to happen. Even though you may not have all the answers, you can't see clearly. Guys, here's a huge clue on this path. You will never have all of the answers before you move. That's not how it's designed. This is inch by inch. You get a lead, you follow that lead, you take one step, the next step shows up. If you're still sitting there waiting for the light to be shown and you have the full completed map, you're going to stay stuck. You will stay in that hangman position and not move. But I'm talking to the ones that are tired of being in this hangman position. Tired of going round and round with the same stuff. You are really ready to bust through and get this Wheel of Fortune moving in your favor. Now's the time. You are prepared. You are ready. Guys, here's the thing. We are ready when we feel that we're not ready. You guys know that pressure when you're supposed to do something or go in a different direction, whatever it is, and you don't feel ready. You're giving yourself all these excuses. No, I need to learn more. I need to research more. That analysis paralysis. Just going to tell you, you're not going to have all the answers before you make that move. It's not how it works. Self-worth. Believe in yourself. This is part of this journey. We don't come into this journey being self-confident. and worthy and all of that. No. We may have that false bravado, that ego self-worth, but you already know every time you come from that, you end up in more pain or more depression or whatever because it's not authentic. It's still wearing a mask. This journey is about finding your self-worth. It is about breaking your own heart. Breaking your own heart means that you are taking that stand and saying, no, I am not subscribing to all the things that have hurt me before. Those thoughts that I keep thinking that make me hurt, that cause sadness, that cause self-worth issues. I am no longer subscribing to that because that has been the falsity. I'm going deeper. I'm going to dig into that divine higher love. But to do that, it definitely feels like you're breaking your own heart. It can be really intense. What's really happening is you are breaking out of that programming and that traditional mode of self-sabotage. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition will never, never lie to you. Guys, in the Matrix, we are taught that we cannot trust our intuition. We cannot trust our heart. We can't trust things we don't see. That if we can't, I mean, how many of you said, well, if I can't see it with my own eyes, then it's not true? That right there is a trap. Because things that are unseen are more real than what you can see with your 3D eyes. The 3D is the illusions. We have been conditioned and trained to literally focus on the illusions and see that as real. As we progress through this, separating ourselves, divorcing ourselves from the matrix and those ideas and beliefs, it's not easy. It does feel like a major heartbreak. Don't be afraid to let go. Your cells are listening. What are you saying? What you feel, you will make real. And your intentions are your order form to the universe. You guys hear me talk about these all the time. Yeah, don't be afraid to let go. This is a power hand. It's a power hand that you win. And guess what? You are the only one in control of this. If you're listening to this and, inside you're going, but Danae, this person did this. They did this. You don't know what they did. If they would only do this and blah, blah, stop. That's your problem. You're focusing your attention on others, people outside of you. That is always giving your power away. That will keep you limited. That will keep you in the heartbreak. Why? Because that is seeking validation. That is all pride and ego. That's the wounded human consciousness ego wanting its way. Well, if so-and-so does this or so-and-so says this, then I'm loved and worthy, and it's proven. It's all bullshit. Only you can validate yourself. That's where true power is. All right, beautiful. I'm going to end that there. I hope there was something there for you. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye-bye.